Now in a pond, you really want to create an environment which is desirable for bacteria over being desirable for algae. So first thing is make sure you got lots of oxygen in the pond, because oxygen will desire the growth of bacteria. And if you don't have a lot of oxygen in the pond, you'll get a lot of CO2, and the CO2 will favour the growth of the algae. So oxygen is the first thing we want. The next thing we want is a good filter media that can grow bacteria. This particular one here has got a sponge in it, and it's really important that we do not clean the sponge with tap water, or in this case, we don't pull the sponge out and dry it and place a new sponge in, because that's very much like emptying the worms out of the compost heap. The plan with this filter is to grow lots of good bacteria in the sponge, so you just wring the sponge out in a bit of water from the pond and then throw that water away. It doesn't have to be real clean, just the same way as a compost heap's not supposed to be real clean. It's supposed to be full of microorganisms and bacteria and stuff that can do the job. Now, if you are using your filter correctly and your water is still not clear, there are other options. One is a UV sterilizer to help to keep the water clear, or the other one is a more filtration. So either getting a bigger filter and therefore giving you a larger capacity, and other things like marine pure balls, filling the bottom of the pond up with marine pure balls will give you a much larger surface area for bacteria. The other variance too is food. The higher the quality of your food, the cleaner your food, and the better your pond tends to go. So sticking with brands like Danichi and New Life Spectrum, you can't go wrong. So everything that happens in a pond happens slowly. So if you make a change, then give it a couple of months to see what you think of that change. Then you might need to make a change, then give it a couple of months to see how that change goes, until you've done what it takes to make sure that your pond is getting the results that you need. Because there really isn't a one-shot fix that fixes everything with ponds. It's a matter of testing your water, seeing your results, making a change, and then pursuing it until you get the results you want.